Did you realize? Amidst all the silence, one name is actually getting closer to the finish line. Kim Taehyung, aka BTS's V, without much noise, without much spotlight, he is now one step away from being discharged from military service. Yep. This is not clickbait. This is reality. V, the BTS member who is known to be the most mysterious, the most unpredictable, and the coolest, is now at the end of his military service journey. And what's even more mind-blowing, he went through the journey in silence. Without sensation. Without gimmicks. But precisely because of that, the impact is deeper. You won't find bombastic headlines about V every week. But you will feel there is an empty space in K-pop every time his name doesn't appear. And now that empty space will soon be filled again. Taehyung, a silent figure who become an active soldier. A little flashback first. December 2023, Taehyung officially enters military service. But not just an ordinary soldier. V chose to join the Katusa unit, a special forces unit that served alongside the American military in Korea. The selection process to enter this unit is very strict. You need high English skills, excellent physical condition, and a steely mentality. And the big question arises, why did Taehyung choose this difficult path? The answer? Because he doesn't want to do things half-heartedly. Because for him, this isn't just a matter of state formality. This is a matter of honor. And you should know, when V says he wants to carry out his national duties in the best way, he really means it. Now it's already 90%? Crazy. Fast forward to April 2025, and now he's already in his 16th month of 18 months of military service. That means V has completed 90% of his military service. What's left? 2 more months. 2 months that will reshape the K-pop industry. Because this isn't just Taehyung getting out of the military. This is the return of BTS's most unique, most aesthetic, and most artistic character. And many don't realize, while he was in the military, he was cooking something. V is not the type to leave the spotlight to disappear. He disappeared to prepare something. A new version of Kim Taehyung is in the process. If you pay attention, everything Taehyung did before his enlistment had a pattern. Cool visuals, deep voice, a unique artistic concept. He's not your average idol. He's an artist. And now imagine, after 1.5 years of living under military rules, without fancy styling, without fancy shooting schedules, without glamour, Taehyung will return to the entertainment world with a much clearer head and a much more mature concept. The new version of Kim Taehyung is not just V the singer, but V the aesthetic leader, V the storyteller, V the mastermind. What will happen after Taehyung leaves? The question is not, will V make a comeback? The question is, when and how big will the explosion be? Most likely, after leaving the military, V will immediately be active again. Not only as a singer, but maybe also as an actor. Do you remember he debuted in the drama Warang? And since then, all Korean drama fans have been waiting for his acting comeback. And don't forget, V has a crazy fashion influence. World brands like Celine, Cartier, Celine, all have put their bodies on the line. As soon as he is released, the fashion world will immediately put the spotlight on him again. Plus, we all know HYBE is preparing something for BTSOT7's comeback. So imagine, Taehyung just got out of the military, immediately entered a full group comeback, immediately released a new solo work, continued to be active in the acting and modeling world. This is not a comeback. This is an invasion. V's influence in the global scene still strong. Even though he's in the military, Kim Taehyung's name is still alive in cyberspace. His old fan cams are still going viral. Songs from his solo albums like Layover are still being played. In fact, his visuals and style before he entered the military are still used as fashion references on TikTok and Pinterest. So don't be surprised if he comes back and all eyes are on him again. 'Cause let's be honest, the industry misses him. And speaking of explosions, you have to understand, what will happen after Kim Taehyung returns is not just ordinary idol activities. It's not just him appearing on variety shows, singing on music banks, or appearing in magazine photo shoots. What will happen is, the atmosphere will change. Once V steps out of the military, he will bring a new aura. Not the aura of a celebrity, but the aura of an artist who has been forged by discipline, solitude, and internal pressure. And it will be felt everywhere. In his tone of voice, in the way he talks to fans, in the works he will release later. Because if you pay attention, Taehyung never does something the same way twice. He always has a new approach, a different concept, changing energy. And can you imagine now, after almost 2 years of living as a soldier, what will he present to the public? Will there be a layover volume 2? Many fans have started asking. After he gets out, will V release a new solo album? The most realistic answer is yes. But don't expect it to be just a sequel. If Layover was about intimacy, tenderness, and V's romantic retro side, then the next release will likely be sharper, darker, and more mature. Why? Because the military influence doesn't just change your body, it also changes the color of your voice, your style of speech, the way you see the world. You will hear V's deeper vocals, more textured, and maybe with a bolder genre, maybe contemporary jazz, maybe dark pop, maybe something you've never even imagined. One thing's for sure, V isn't the type of idol who releases songs just to go viral on TikTok. He releases songs to leave a mark. The return of BTS key player. But wait, one thing that many forget, V isn't just a soloist. He's one of BTS's pillars. And now, all eyes are on one final point, the OT7 comeback. Imagine if Taehyung got out of the military with Jungkook followed by RM, Jimin, and the others in a short time. That means we're standing in front of the door of history. BTS come back as a group, with all members who have become more mature, more experienced, and more focused. And V will be the most important part of BTS' new vibe. No longer as mysterious V, but as an iconic figure who represents a changing era. The era before military service, the dreamy V. The era after military service, the powerful and mysterious V. So ready or not, the K-pop world is about to move again, with one name slowly but surely rising to the surface, Kim Taehyung. If you thought the V era was over, you were wrong. The old is gone. The new has just begun.